Hey guys, today I'm going to review the LEGO set 75919 Indominus Rex Breakout. This set was released in June 2015, has 1,156 pieces, and originally goes for $140. So first, let's go over the few minifigures we have in this really big set. So the first and most interesting figure of the set is Henry Wu, and the thing I do like is that this is the first time we got him. This is an exclusive design, a little logo, and it's got this little unique little serum piece, and I do like his expressions and the little comb-over hair. But yeah, just an alright figure. I mean, it's probably one of the more interesting figures. This next figure is a vet. He's just, your standard vet. He just has this regular face. I've seen this face a lot. They use it for like Lex Luthor. You got this little hat. Nothing else about him. He's just kind of there. I usually have him on the crane that's in the set. This next figure is an ACU guy. He usually pilots the helicopter. Standard vest. They got the helmet on him because he's in a helicopter. Got the scared face and just kind of calm face. Nothing much. Lastly, of these figures, you get Zach. He's kind of the one of the main characters in the film. I don't really care about him. He's just kind of there. I do like the piece that they use for his hoodie. Like if I got another one of that piece, I'd definitely use it for like a minifigure of myself. I don't know. I just like the hoodie piece they use because it's got your scared face. Nothing much on him, but still interesting figure since he is exclusive to the set. Now the main reason to get this set is because of the Indominus, and it's just a really cool figure. They do use, actually I'm pretty sure there's all the molds in this to use the Indominus. All of them are exclusive to the Indominus except the feet. All the molds I'm talking about, not the pieces. Of course, all the pieces are exclusive to it. But first off, you can bend the feet like that. The tail you're able to twist a bit, and you can align them. You gotta make sure it's aligned a bit. You kind of make it look taller and more imposing. You can move the neck and maybe have a grab thing, so opening his mouth, and you can fit a minifigure inside of there. And you can kind of position it. And then what's interesting is the T-Rex has little arms. You can move the arms up and down, and you can hold a minifigure in them, which I think is nice and interesting. The mold, I don't think other figures have used that mold before, which is why I like it. It looks kind of cool. And also I like the detailing and printing on it. This did spoil the creature in when the set came out, but still nice. Really nice figure. It's probably the biggest dinosaur I've ever gotten besides the Season 5 series of T-Rexes. So here's the thing itself, and this is pretty large, not $130 large, but still pretty decently sized of how wide it is. And first off, here's the main gate. It's like 10 wide, and if you open it up, it looks pretty nice how it snaps in. The little kind of claws look. You kind of move that back, and you can barely fit the Indominus through because of how that works. But you can fit it through. You can also maybe fit like a tiny little vehicle inside. Definitely can't fit a gyrosphere. I mean, why would you anyways? But yeah, mostly just for people and the dinosaur to get through. And just these little pieces down here, and you can just close that up, and it looks pretty nice. And also you have these little pieces hinged here, and these little electro bars. I don't know why that piece is there, but yeah, basically the nice little front part, little logo as well. So this right here is the gyrosphere. It is on this little side. I'll show you first, but I want to put Zach in there first. And basically how I usually take the side parts right here, and you take them off, and then you kind of just slide them open, and you can access inside. And then you place a sitted minifigure, a regular size figure, nothing like Garmadon or something like that, inside. And I'll show you how that works. So that's basically how you fit him inside. You gotta make sure you snap it in and put those pieces back. And it looks pretty good when it's done. So here's this little contraption area, and there's a little lever inside the cage, and you push it, and that thing will come out. And basically, we'll push that, and it'll push that, kind of like a Rube Goldberg machine thing. But basically, what you're actually able to do is you can take this. Actually, it's not how it's supposed to happen. But you're able to take this section out like that. You gotta make sure it's snapping in there well, but basically, you just have it over here and just whoosh. And it rolls the figure inside. Sometimes it'll kind of not be so well, but just, yeah, shit like that. I think that's a nice feature. They're having another gyrosphere in the newer sets, and it's just attaches it with a Technic pin, and basically, yeah, that's one of the side part of here. I mean, they're both different actually. Also, between these are these little cages that has a little Indominus Rex warning, and that's one of these little slide parts. And this side actually has just these two little weapon holders, hold maybe a staff or a gun or something, and you have these two little adjustable lights, where you can just kind of bend them out and stuff, which is just a little feature, I guess you can just kind of shine light, looks kind of like a football field type stadium thing, and each part of it is actually unique, so this first part is just kind of a wall, but the main thing about this wall is that you can have the Indominus Rex break out from it. Boom, just kind of smashes there. That's how he smashes through it. I mean, just these little kind of one stud tiles, and you just place them over, and they do it in a smart way because they have these little blocks, and it just kind of looks like you're breaking the whole thing open. They just have these little electro pieces on it, which is nice. How they do that, it's just a little structure. I like how they did that, and also have these little control areas and the plants along the side as well. And you basically can just put it back. They don't fall over like that because of these little, I call them like grave pieces, which is, you know, just kind of a piece I just call them. And you can just put them back. That's all you gotta do. And that's basically just that whole part as a little play feature. I think that's interesting at best. I think it's just something for the kids to play with. So the center area is actually, you can actually unattach it with these little parts, but it's kind of hard because there are ball joints. And you have these little kind of cage pieces here. You can probably view the animals from here, which is not where they actually view it in the film. There's another little area, as you can see. Just some greenery and just another little fence area. But the main thing on this building is this little part for the office. So the office area isn't really that big, but you do have a little chair for Woo, a little cup, and a little thing over here, and I just have that over there. And this is a nice print, just has Indominus Rex warning on it, and a little, I think that's Mr. DNA. It's kind of hard to see, probably look up the sticker, and there's a keyboard for the computer, of course. And there's just a little something they give you, which is nice. Not much for a laboratory, but they just have these little doors, one here and one here. It's kind of hard to get out from. This is a little space. You're probably able to get out, and it's just a little kind of area. There's a little balcony, and you have these little lights, and you have this little gun over here. You can just point it down and shoot the Indominus. He's going crazy. Same for the other side for the light, and the gun is in the middle, and you have a little kind of light thing there. Nothing much. So on the rooftop is one of my favorite parts of the set, besides the Indominus and the figures, is this little helicopter. And what's unique about this helicopter is just how they did it. So first off, you were able to put them inside. I mean, it looks like a standard helicopter, but there's reasons why I like it. Not just because of the helicopter. I don't know why I said like that, but yeah, basically just put it inside like that. And you can spin the thing around. You can have a little propeller back here. It's not too big, and you do have these little thick missiles, which you can just launch. And the thing is that it has this hole inside, and you can put on top of the logo here. And the helipad is just really cool how it works like that. And also you can just shoot the missiles, but boom, boom, I shot it, yes. But basically, I don't know, I kind of like that. They did the helicopter because it's kind of hard to move it around because of the little lights here. You have 4 lights on each side. I mean, that's not much. I mean, there's no way to get up to the helipad here, but it's still interesting how they did it. So this last little area over here is actually the viewing point where Chris Pratt and the other lady, Claire, basically look through here and they're like, oh look, and there's the cracks on it, which is a nice touch. No early action feature here. Little ladder to get up, which is at least nice. It just makes this really weird noise. But you can fit about 3 figures. I usually have a few there. And then on top here is a crane. You can just put the driver inside, and you can hinge it. It usually falls over, and you have these 2 little chicken wings in there, which the Indominus can eat. I mean, it's probably not much of a meal for him because I actually usually have the giant turkey piece in there for him to eat. But basically, you can just kind of have him grab it. Nom 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 nom. I don't know, but yeah. That's basically it for the whole build. I mean, I basically just went around it. I mean, now I'll show you my final thoughts. So overall, I really think this is an alright set. I just don't think the price is a little, you know. But I do like the set a lot. I think it just has a lot of different things about it, and I do like how you're able to fit a lot of creatures in here, especially the big Indominus of the set, and just a lot of the features are really great, and I love all the additions to it. Hope you guys enjoyed this review, and bye guys.